Time for another exciting PowerPoint look at the MLB playoff races as we get close to the All-Star break. If you want to analyze the playoff race for your own fantasy or other league, check out the PlayoffComputer app on the Play Store. It provides all sorts of geeky data like win targets and the famous paths to clinch. Starting with the AL East, the Orioles now join the Yankees at playing uninspiring baseball at the top of the division, letting the Red Sox continue their sneak upwards in the standings. Best guess from the computer is that 96 wins will be what is enough to take the division, with 87 wins being the mark that should be good for a wild card. Both those numbers have held steady of late. Orioles still above a 90% chance to make the playoffs and just need to play something within spitting distance of 500 ball the rest of the way. Yankees still in good shape despite their recent struggles, and same close to 500 would be good enough. The Red Sox now above a 50-50 chance to make it to postseason, and their likely needs would be met by just being slightly better than 500 the rest of the way. The Rays are just 5.5 back in the wildcard race, but it's getting to the point that to get to that likely 87, they would really need to turn it up a couple notches. The bad news for them is they do have the toughest remaining schedule in the American League. Similarly, the Blue Jays aren't terribly far back in the wildcard standings, but to finish 44-25 is probably not very likely. Their schedule is not a cakewalk either. The TeamRankings.com projections are shown as well. Thanks to them for letting me use their data. The usual note, the playoff computer is looking at mathematical numbers while their projections are biased for and against good and bad teams as they see it. In the AL Central, the Guardians' lead has taken a hit with the Twins trying to vie for the division. 95 is the guesstimate for wins needed here. Guardians still the favorite for the division and should be able to cruise to at least a playoff spot as long as they don't suffer any double-digit losing streaks. The Twins should be okay by playing 500 ball the rest of the way. Royals hanging in there in the thick of the wild card battle, 50-50 chances. Need to duplicate their performance the rest of the way, more or less. The Tigers are in about the same boat as the Rays and Blue Jays, going to need to go on a run just to get where they might have a viable chance. Out west, the Mariners have almost completed their quest to hand the division over to the Astros. Looks like 89 wins is the projection for taking the division. Mariners do have the second easiest remaining schedule in the league, but the statistical worth of that is only around 1 win compared to average. But that might be one valuable win if this race stays tight. Both teams need to play a few games above 500 the rest of the way. The Rangers, like the aforementioned Rays, Blue Jays, and Tigers, need to pile up some wins to avoid being realistically out of things before July ends. Over in the National League, the Phillies remain the only team in baseball holding the coveted playoff computer fairly safe designation as they have a big lead in the East. 97 wins is the estimate to be good enough for the division, with 86 being the projection for wildcard eligibility. That means the Phillies could almost literally phone it in a few times. 99% odds of postseason. The Braves are ho-humming along. As long as there isn't more hum than ho, they will make it. Should just need to play 500 the rest of the way. The Mets have continued their rise in the world, now a 41% chance to make the playoffs. Still need to win around 8 more than they lose for the remainder of the season. Nationals just 6 back in the wildcard race, but there are a lot of teams to get by. They will be realistically out of it soon without a miracle. In the Central, the Brewers have joined several of the division leaders in having an early July letdown. Now just a 5-game lead for the division. Looks like around 92 wins is the computer guess for division needs. To make the playoffs, they should just need to play 500-ish ball the rest of the way. The Cardinals currently holding a wild card spot, 50-50 chance they hang on to it. Need to win a few more than they lose to do so. Then we have 3 teams on paper that are hanging right in there in the wild card race, but also on paper are under 500, and the odds of under 500 being worthy at the end of the year are not good. Pirates, Reds, and Cubs, all around 1 in 5 chances. Certainly if one of them can put together some streaks, they will get out of the danger zone, but any streak in the wrong direction might be unrecoverable. Now all of them, well, this isn't surprising since they're in the same division, all of them have similar remaining schedules, and on paper those are slightly easier than average. Back to the West Coast, Dodgers yet another division leader taking a siesta as of late. Fortunately for them, their closest competitor isn't making any moves. Computer says 91 wins will take the division. Dodgers a 9-10 favorite to play in October. Should just need to play something resembling 500 ball. Padres have given up some ground they made in a battle for the wild card. Need to find a few more wins than losses. Same with the Diamondbacks, hanging in there, but work to be done. The Giants are another one of those teams that only are a few games back, but playing under 500 is not going to be the key to success. But again, a nice little 6 or 7 game win streak might vault them or any of those teams back into position. That's it for now. Enjoy your day.